Hey guys, this is DAK, and today in this video I'm going to be showing you how to add teams in PES 2014. And last year I made a similar video about how to do that in PES 2013, and that video was very popular, so I decided to make a tutorial on PES 14 due to popular request. Um, Also, a few of you last year in the comments told me that what I was doing was changing a team, not adding a team. But it's much more simple to change a team than add a team because it's going to turn out the exact same. You're not going to have to model every single player. You're not going to have to do all the statistics for every single player and do everything for. It's much easier to just change a team. So that's what we're going to be doing in this video, and it has pretty much the same ending effect on that. So pretty much what we're going to have open is we're going to have Windows Task Manager open because it helps a little bit when switching between programs. We have video files is just the files that I have already downloaded that I'm going to use in this video. Um, I'm going to have my computer open and the documents open, obviously, because there's stuff in there that we need to modify. We start off by going to local disk drive, and then you go into your program file, whichever one has Konami or PES 2014, and then we're going to scroll down to Konami, and this is all in local disk drive. So I have Pro Evolution Soccer 2014, and that's the one I've already modified. And I'm going to start off blank, so this is a copy that I haven't modified at all. That's why it's called copy. And so I'm just going to double click on that. To start off, we're going to go into settings, and this is going to make it a little bit easier. We're going to go into windowed mode, and we're going to change it to make the screen a little bit smaller. Depends on how small you want to make it, but I think this is fine for now. So basically, we're going to be going into the game to test it every once in a while, and so we'll start off right now. And another thing I need to show you is in your documents, you should also have a Konami folder, and you look for Pro Evolution Soccer 2014. And in the save folder, you may or may not have this edit.bin, and that's necessary for a certain part of the process. So in order to get the edit.bin, you're going to have to launch the game, and I'll show you this in 1 minute. Let me just launch the game. And also, when I launch the game, I'm going to show you guys that as of right now, the game doesn't have any files in it or anything like that, so I haven't already modified it. And it might just take a second to load up, but it's going to load up pretty soon. Another thing is that you can add tons and tons of stuff. All you have to do is go to a website. It's called PES-patch.com. And that's where you download all the stuff you need to put into the game. You can make some of the stuff yourself, like I have done here. And yeah, so we can just get into this. So first of all, I'm going to be going into the exhibition match to show you the teams that I have right now, and that they haven't been modified. And this video is probably going to be pretty long. So and if you don't need everything in this video, you can skip around. For some reason, an Internet Explorer or just the internet pops up because it wants me to update, but I didn't do that, so whatever. So I'm just going to show you guys. Last team I played as was Morocco. So as you can see, there's no modifications. This is just normal Morocco. I played against Egypt, so you can see. You'll see in 1 second the kit. As you can see, it's just a generic kit. The team I'm actually going to be modifying in this video, the main one, is going to be Iran. I'm going to be changing it to Team Syria. As you can see, I'm going to be showing you quickly that it's got the generic jerseys once again. And now I'm going to be showing you how to get that edit.bin file. It's very, very simple. All you have to do is go back to the main menu, go down to edit, and then what you're going to do is just go to players, edit player, and you just have to make one small edit within the whole entire game. So just go into any random league, any random team, find a player, and just because I made this video last year, I believe I named the person Meow or something like that. So I'm just going to do that once again. Then you just back out and you should have the player, or you should have an edit.bin file. Once you edit the game once, you'll get the edit.bin file. So it's editing the data. So what it did is add an edit.bin file if you don't already have one. If you do, then it just modified it, and you don't have to go through that process. I don't think I have to close the game right now, but whatever. So now what you're gonna do is first of all, I'm gonna be showing you how to add or change the team's name. So what we're gonna do is go into my video files, and we have something called Pro Evo Editing Studio 2014. It's short for Pro Evolution Editing Studio 2014. And I'm going to have the link to everything in the description, so don't worry about that right now. You're just going to go in here, and none of this is any use to you except for this right here, the exe file. It's a yellow icon. Just going to double click on that. Okay, so once you have this program up, it takes up a lot of RAM, so I would suggest you close this. So you close PES, and when you close that, you're going to go into here and go to processes, and you're going to see if it's still open in here. If not, then you're fine and you're set. So what we have right now is this. We're going to open up our edit.bin, and in the edit.bin, that's the one we just made. You find it in your documents. Go to Konami. As I showed you before on how to get to it, you go to, after Konami, you go to Pro Evolution Soccer 2014, and then you should get it. Then you should be able to find the edit bin in the save folder. So now we click Teams, and we're going to go to Asia Oceania. Go find Iran, the team we're going to change. Now we're just going to change the initials and change the name. Okay, so right now what we're going to do is we're actually going to change the country to the country that we're going to be using, unless this is only for national teams. And remember, if you do make my career player, make sure you got to change the nationality to this if you want him to be on that team. And I actually made a mistake in the original video, so this is me putting it back in. So this will be back to Iran. You're also going to look at the team ID and remember that number, 55. You can keep this open, and what you do is accept the changes. Then you're going to file, save, and it's going to say option file saved. And we'll just do this one more time just to make sure, if you're a little bit paranoid like me. So now what we're going to do is, in the game, it should be called Syria, and the initials should be right there, just as you see right there. So we're going to close out of that a little bit, and now this is the program files. So now we go back into my handy dandy folder with all the files that I'm going to need for this file loader. This is a very, very important one. You're also going to find this in the description. It's the second out of all these things right here. The only two things you need are these two programs right here. I've tested at least 15 different things on how to do this. These are the only two things. So what you're going to do is copy all these, and then you're just going to paste them all right into this program files folder, the same folder as the rest of your game. You're just going to click yes, and it's just going to copy all of those. It should only take a few seconds to copy them all in. And when you're modifying something in that folder, it's going to ask for permission from the whenever something's in the local disk drive, it's going to ask for administrator permission, so you're just going to have to allow that every single time. So now what we're going to do is go into file loader, and if you want to add first of all, we're going to add the logos, and I have pre-made logos, and you can find a ton on the website. I'll show you the website at the very end, but I have my logos pre-made, and as you can see right here, there's 3 different logos. There's the standard one. This is number 1. This is going to display on the team's chest if it has a generic or not, depending on the template you use, and I'll talk about that later. It's also going to be the one that all the fans in the background are holding up, and it's also finally going to be it's going to be like all over the stadium and stuff. Number 2, this is the one that's going to be displaying in the menu, and number 3 is going to be the one displaying when you're in the game. So those are the three. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to PS14, win dat is what it's called. Then you go into common, render, symbol, flag, and those are some flags right there that have already been added. You're just going to select these three that you made. You got to name them the same except with the country name right here, and we're going to paste them right into here. Okay, so once you copy the files over here, what we're going to do is you actually have to change the initials, so back to the original team. So this was Syria, but we have to change it to Iran because that's the team we're replacing. As you can see, it's going to ask us about these file operations and stuff. So IRN were the original initials. And we got to change this last one. Okay, so now that that's all set, if we go into the game right now, we're going to have the team name set up. We're going to have the team, the abbreviated name set up, and all the logos set up. Last thing we got to do is the kits and the players. So we're going to do the kits next. And the kits is, this is a very, very ingenious way of setting it up. The whole file loader was made by this one guy. I believe his name is Genki. This guy is like really smart. He's made a ton of things, and you can find a ton of his stuff online. It helps a lot. Oh, another thing is in the file loader, he also made. If you go into the exe, this has no function on adding jerseys and stuff. But if you go into here, you can modify a few settings, which make the game run way better. So I would recommend doing that too while we're at it. So this guy made a ton of stuff like plugins and not plugins, but like program modifications for PES. So you can check out his stuff, and it's definitely necessary for what we're gonna do here. So we're gonna open this up, and this is just a tip. It has nothing to do with what I'm trying to show you. But if you go into here, improve performance, increase responsiveness, and get rid of just have no crowd, and that just makes the whole thing better. If you want to just go skip intro video, like that helps a ton, and enforce quality high if you want high quality. If you just save settings, it'll help out a ton. Like as you can see, it took a long time for the game to boot earlier in the video. That will remove the whole intro part. So now we're going to add the kit. So you're going to go into GDB uniforms, UNI, and then there's something called map.text. And this right here is just gonna say it's gonna tell you how to edit or how to add a kit. So what you got to do first is you got to acquire the files for the kit. As you can see, we've got the kits right there, and this is, and they give you an example on how to do this. So there's something called EPL Chelsea, the team Chelsea, and they have the kits right here. So what you need is the kit, the numbers for the back, the numbers for the chest, numbers for the leg, numbers for the name, the config. That's like the file that tells the program where to put the numbers and stuff on the jersey, and then the mask. And this is like what makes it 3D in some areas and not in other areas and stuff like that. So pretty much that's all you're gonna need. In my situation, I've gotten the kit done, and I'm gonna use an already made other stuff which corresponds to the kit I'm using, because many kits use the same template, just have different names on them. So that's what I'm gonna be using. Okay, so for the kit that I'm gonna be using, these two kits, this is the home one and this is the away one. So as you can see in the example kit, P1 is going to be the normal home kit, P2 is just going to be the second kit, P3 is a third kit, P4 is a fourth kit. Then you can have the Euro kits for the goalkeeper, Euro kits. You got to use the same naming convention in these folders. So if you want to make the first goalkeeper kit, G1. If you want to make the first Euro goalkeeper kit, you go G Euro 1, and this is going to have when they do some sort of Euro cups and stuff, they're just going to use that. Just for Chelsea. So for us, what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a new folder, and this is pretty much every other kit that I'm gonna add to this game. You can add as many as you want, but I'm just gonna put them all in here. Call it other, and once you go in there, you're just gonna make a new folder. It doesn't matter what you call this folder as long as you name it the same thing in the text file. So we're just gonna call this one Syria, and we're gonna put in our P1 and P2 kits. And as I showed you earlier, we need more than that. But I have all of the rest of the stuff. I'm going to add that in right now. So now we're going to go into here, and I actually have the Russia kit, and this is actually the one I made the template off of, because the Syria kit and the Russia kit both are very similar in style. So the collar is the same, the numbers are the same, everything, and the placement of the numbers are the same. So I decided to use this. You can just download a ton of these online. So what I'm just going to do is delete the Russia kit because we really don't need that, and just take everything else in here, copy it, and we're just going to paste it into both of these. After we do this, then we're going to go into P2 and do the exact same thing. Okay, now that that's done, so now we've put the kits in, but we haven't told it that the kits are here. So we're going to go to map.txt, which is already open, and we're going to add a new line. So we're just going to copy this and paste it again. And we're going to find the team number, the team ID, which I already told you to remember, but you can keep this up. Team ID 55 of the original team. So we're just going to call that. And also, even though we added the logos and stuff, it's still going to have the old emblem in here because this is the default one, not the new one. It's okay. So it's just team ID 55, and then we're going to do the path. So once you're in the UNI folder, the uniform folder, where do you have to go to get this jersey? So we have to go into other, then we got to go into Syria, and then you'll find the P1, P2. So it's going to be, so we go type in other, and then the folder that your kit is in. So there you go. And that's pretty much it. So it's going to have both kits, and we're going to try to save this, and it's going to say it already exists. You want to replace it, and it's going to say access is denied because it's in here. Something you can do, a trick, is you can do one of two things. You can, I'll show you the first way first. You save it to your desktop, and it's going to save right there. And then you can drag this in, and you can replace it. And that's actually gonna allow you to edit this. And then the other way. Okay, so the second way we can do this is click. We find the map.txt, and then if you have something, there's something you can download on your computer that allows you to take ownership to folders. So we can take ownership, so it will use the Windows command processor and make sure that we never ever have to do anything to modify it, and then we can just file, save as, and we can save it directly to this folder without saying access is denied. But we already fixed that. We already have that working, so now we're just going to go into the game and boot it up, and we'll see what goes on. So we have Pro Evolution Soccer opening up, and because we changed that setting, hopefully it's going to go straight into the game without showing us the intro. For some reason mine switches to not responding while I'm recording when I first open it, but not normally, so that's not a big problem. And also it normally opens, it normally tells me I need to update and open some internet thing. Oh, I think it still showed us the intro, but maybe not the intro video, so we'll see. Yeah, I don't think it showed us the intro video, but it still showed us like a lot of the intro. So I mean that's better. But the in-game quality, what I did was I disallowed crowds, so you won't see a crowd in the stadium. So if you want that, you can still have that, but it makes the game work a lot better if you don't have that. Um, and yeah, so now it's establishing connections. Now that browser's going to open up, I'm just going to have to close that out. Oh, actually it didn't. Okay, so we're going to go into match, exhibition match, clubs and national teams. So we're going to see if this actually worked. Now we go to Asia, and now look, this is where Iran was before. Only thing is, it's not in alphabetical order. I'm not sure. Yeah, it was in alphabetical order before. Now it's not going to be in alphabetical order, but that's alright. So if we go to Syria, as you can see, when you go to China, you've got the flag next to the word China, but up there you're going to have that logo. So if we go to Syria, we're going to have the flag next to here, and we got the logo that we made up there. It's very nice looking. There's actually a template on how to make this logo. You can download that. I'll probably put it in the description as well on how to make these logos if you want a special logo. Now we're just going to find another random team to play against. So as you can see, we're going to have our jersey right here, and you can actually change what you're wearing right here. So we've got the home kit, and the away kit should pop up in 1 second, and there we go. Got the away kit looking completely normal. And I'm going to show you another thing is you should, for most kit designs, it looks better if you untuck it. So I'm going to show you how to do that real quick. You just go to edit, and I think you have to do it player by player, which really stinks. But it's something you got to do. And if you want to make this team fully authentic, what you're going to have to do is go into that team, change all the names and the appearances of all those players, and you should have a completely new team. So I could go in and just get all the I could just get in all the Syria players' names and just model them after how they look, and it's not too complicated to do that. So we've got Syria right here. We've got the team is still the Iran's team with their names and their abilities. So we can just find any player right here. And then we can go to accessories. We can go to stripped style. Oh, he's a goalkeeper. Yeah, that's another thing I wanted to mention. Goalkeepers' jerseys don't change unless you have the goalkeeper jersey thing in there. So it's actually good I went into there. And now we've got this player right here. As you can see, part of the design is cut off. What we're going to do is go to strip style. We're going to go to shirt tail. And instead of being tucked in, we're going to have to untuck it. And sleeves we're going to have on short, so it looks completely normal. And as you can see, it's got the numbers in there. It's got the logos all over. So yeah, it looks perfect. Got the team name. We got the team badges. All you got to do is change the players' names one by one. And I'm not going to do that in this video because it's going to take forever to do that. So I'll do that on my own, and I'll probably make a video showing you the whole team in a couple of days. Yeah, and another thing you can do is, I'm going to show you this real quick too. What you can do is, I'm going to first close this out. I'm just going to open up Google Chrome and show you what you can do. You go to, close the tab, PESpatch.com, PES-patch.com. This is where you're going to get all the stuff from, or at least the bulk of the stuff. Then after this loads, go to PES 2014, and you can find a ton of tools on here to use. You can get the editing tools, which is what I just used, the file loader. That's one of the ones I use, and there's another one I use that's not actually. You just click on there, you right click, and then open. You can look at that. You can look at patches. That has like a ton of stuff. Like you can add a whole Algerian league into your game by using that. I might make a separate video on that. I'm still testing that out. Haven't completely done it. You can add boots, balls, textures, faces, anything. What I was going to show you is kits. You can add kits. You can have stadiums and stuff, but for kits, you're just going to download a kit, and as long as it's PNG file, not the DGB or whatever the other file is, not the, or it's not called that. It's called, I forgot what it's called. It might still be called GDB on this. You can just find any kit on here that you like, almost any kit, like Morocco. I already downloaded this one. I'm going to put this one in real quick and show you how quick it is to do that. Okay, so what you're going to do right now is you're going to go down here. I have video files. That's where I have all my stuff. So what you're actually going to do is you're going to download this, you're going to extract it, and you're going to get these folders right here. Tunisia. I have Morocco and Tunisia. I'm going to show you how easy it is to put those in. If you open this up, all you're going to have is the P1 through 4, the different kits you can have. And then for Tunisia, you actually have the 2 goalkeeper kits and 2 player kits, which is very cool also. So what we're going to do, go to File Loader. We're going to go to GDB once again, Uniforms, and Other. So if you want to just add more than the kits we already have, I would recommend copying them so you don't lose them in the original folder. A mistake that I've made before. It doesn't really matter if you lose them here, but if you just accidentally delete it here, you won't have it and you have to re-download it. And we're just going to pull Morocco. And we're just going to click yes once again. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go back here. We're going to open up map.txt, and you might have to save it out here again and drag it back in. But since I already took ownership, I shouldn't have that problem. What I'm going to do right now is copy this twice more, and we're going to find the teams that we want to replace this with. So we're going to go into Africa, Morocco, and then we're going to find the team ID. Team ID is 32. So this is called Other. It's called Other Morocco. I'm going to see how I spelled it here. Morocco. Yeah, I spelled it the right way. Morocco. And then this one's Tunisia, before I forget. And number is 32 for Morocco. And then for Tunisia, it's going to be 33. That's pretty simple. So all we got to do is save that. You might have to do the same thing again, unfortunately. And yeah, you don't have to do anything with this right now. So we've got the kits there. And I want to actually show you the contents of what's going to be in here. So you're going to have your kit. Let's make this a little bit bigger. So you're going to have your kit. And this is pretty much like a flat kit that you have to make yourself in Adobe Illustrator, Photoshop, or you can find it online because they have a ton of them on there. If it's not, you're going to have to make it yourself. Or I guess I might be able to help you out if you email me down below. I'm not sure. We'll see about that. So as you can see, this is the front of the kit. This right here is the back. This is the sleeve of the kit. These are the socks, and the socks are just plain. This is like the shorts, or these are the long sleeves. These are the shorts. This right here is the collar, and this right here is the captain's band, and this is the signature or something like that. I don't even remember, but I made this kit myself. The design from the front, though, I got help from thehandsports.com, which has a ton of who actually sells Middle Eastern jerseys, so you should check them out. They gave me this file for free. It helped me out a lot when mapping out this jersey, so you can check that out. The back numbers and stuff, you can just find a similar kit on here on PESpatch.com. Just find a similar kit that has like a similar collar, maybe similar colors, similar color numbers, and similar style numbers. Something like Russia was pretty similar to this. I only went through 2 pages until I found that. And you can just add all that stuff in besides that, or you can just find the whole thing online like I just did for Morocco and Tunisia. Like you can see all this stuff is in there, and that's gonna work just as fine. If you already had the team made and you just want to add the kit, that will take no more than like a couple minutes. So now we're just gonna launch the game for the final time. I'm sure if you contact the Hand Sports, they might be able to help you out with that. And if you have any questions on how to do any of this stuff, my email will be below in the description. And all you got to do is email me. And also, please subscribe before you email me. I might not answer your questions unless you subscribe, depending on how many emails I get. So, because it takes me a lot of time to put effort into answering questions for you guys. So the least you could do is just subscribe to the channel to let me know that you enjoyed the video. And also, remember to like this video. And this video is not quite over yet, but I'm just going to remind you right now while this is loading. You could never get too much advertisement. Yeah, so I found this thing of a full Algerian league. So I'm going to try to add that. It looks pretty cool. If it works, I'm going to make a video on that too. And also, if this video gets at least 100 likes, I will continue making more PES modification videos and tutorials and stuff. And I would be very grateful if you guys did that for me. So I'm gonna thank you in advance, hoping that you guys get me there. 100 likes, I'll make a ton of PES videos. I'm probably gonna start a series because I like these kits so much. So videos coming up. The Syria one, when I complete that. Algerian League, possibly, depending on if it works or not. Let me not procrastinate and get straight to it. So I'm gonna go into the Morocco, and as you can see, for some reason they added the Egypt kits, and they have a really similar design to the Morocco ones. Don't know why. The actual game included them. So as you can see right here, unlike before, instead of having the generic kits, you got all these nice kits for Morocco. Like all four. I'm only going to show you two of them. For some reason, it's not loading. There we go. So there's that one. And now I'm just going to show you Tunisia real quick. Oops. We got to go into Tunisia. And we're going to add the Tunisia kit right now. And it's going to be really nice. See, as you can see right there. Really nice Tunisia kit. That's not the generic PES one. That's the one we just added. So thanks for watching. This video showed you how to change the team's name, change their abbreviation, add their logo and images, add the kits, and how to increase the performance of the game a little bit using those tools. So all the links of the stuff I used are going to be in the description. The two main things are the file loader and the Pro Evo. This thing right here, Pro Evo Editing Studio, that helped out a lot. You can get a ton of logos and stuff like that. The editing tools are all right here. You can look through those. You can get a ton of kits on here. You can actually download a ton of logos on here. So before you make anything, look in here, and I'm sure on YouTube there'll be more tutorials on how to make kits. I made mine by myself because I have some prior knowledge of Adobe Illustrator and Photoshop. But yeah, so I might be able to help you guys out with some kits. I might make it so like after a certain number of subscribers, I'll choose one person to make a kit from. But remember, guys, the Barcelona jersey giveaway is still going on. I believe we're gonna keep it up until the holidays. So that's like a month, less than a month from now. So if you're not already subscribed, subscribe, and you'll get in on the giveaway. And if you guys subscribe a lot, because of this video, and I can check to see which videos get the most subscribers. If you guys subscribe a lot because of this video, I will be able to make a ton more videos on this topic of adding stuff. I might just make like I just might add a ton of content to see how big I can get this game, and I'll make a ton of tutorials and stuff on how to do that. I'm probably gonna start a series on my player in Pro Evolution Soccer. I have another series going on FIFA, and I'm going to add probably one more series on FIFA. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and learned a lot. And I'd appreciate your support. So please like this video. If we get to 100 likes, I'll make some more videos on this topic. If we get to, and if you guys subscribe, I will not only be able to answer your questions. So you got to subscribe, and I'll answer your questions by email. Email is the easiest way to contact me. Comments is fine. If it works for you, please comment. to let me know, because I want to know if I said anything wrong. But it seemed to work for me. Um, and also, so you gotta. So then the last thing is, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and please subscribe for the Barcelona giveaway. And we'll see you in the next video.